Hello, everyone. I'm going to spend a few minutes here to go over how to appropriately select the alert recipients, so making sure that your alert goes to the right people, and going through the different groups and roles and levels and how all those things factor into who receives your alert. So for the purpose of just going through this, I'm going to just make some basic selections. So first, if you're sending obviously an individual alert, you're not going to make selections about groups and roles. You're going to be typing in that individual volunteer's names. But if you want to send it out to a larger group of people based on the resource typing for your groups, roles, and levels, you're going to choose the group alert option. Once you do that, it drops down with several selections. Now, I'm the state admin, so you see that I have access to all the districts. If you're at a district, you're probably going to see specific localities to select. When you're selecting the localities, just be mindful that that's based upon data when the volunteers have entered in their profile where they would like to serve and what localities. For the COVID response, I would recommend not selecting any localities. We have volunteers that are willing to drive everywhere, and I would just send it out to anybody that is within your health district that would be willing to go. I don't know that anybody would, have any issues with that. So just the number one thing that you can remember about this is every selection that you make for in this alert recipient will filter down who receives the alert. So I'm going to choose one health district. I'm going to choose the central office, and that is who this alert is going to go to. So now we have medical levels. If you do not want to send this alert to any medical volunteers, do not make any selections here. If you only want to send this alert to people that potentially could assist in vaccinations, then you would choose medical level, or what we call ESRVIP level 2, MRC level 1, 2, and 3. And level 3, COVID, is individuals who have expired licenses or licenses out of state that temporarily are allowed to help us in administering the COVID vaccine for this public health emergency. So I'm going to choose all of those. For our MRC levels are based upon qualifications and training that someone has progressed through as they become an MRC volunteer. MRC level 1 is a leadership volunteer. Number 2 is completed, level 2 is completed all of our core competencies, but level 3 have the ability to be deployed, or 1, 2, and 3 are all deployable volunteers. So minimally to be a level 3 volunteer, you have to complete an orientation and have a past background investigation or a failed background investigation that has been reviewed and approved to allow deployment. So I want to choose all the deployable volunteers that have a medical license that could potentially assist me in vaccinating. So those are the selections for medical levels and MRC levels. If you have appropriately resource typed and created groups to support your vaccination response, then you can come in and choose a group. But if you have not done that and you have not accurately managed group structure, you should choose all in all. So for this, you can see from my perspective, I see all the groups. You're only going to see the groups that are available to your health district. I'm going to just go down. Some of the MRC units do have COVID-19 epi support. Okay, so I'm going to just do one of the health districts has a COVID-19 vaccinators group. Now, we have roles within groups. So actually, I'm going to go back and just choose all. So I don't know if the structure for the groups are correct, but I do know that the roles are correct. At least they should be. And I want to send this to anybody that has already been assigned to the role as a COVID vaccinator, And I'm also going to come in and assign it to anybody who has been assigned to the role of COVID vaccinator. Skills check needed. Okay, so those groups have been added. Now, if you find out that you cannot do on-site skills checks, then you can come in and just hit the remove button, and that'll take it off, and it's only going to go to people that have already done skill checks that are in the COVID-19 vaccinator list. So you've made those selections. I'm actually going to go up here and just change it to Norfolk. And then I'm going to move forward. Now, if for some reason you want to copy somebody that is a staff user, you can just type in their name here. And that's also going to send them a copy of the alert. Now, if they're a local administrative user or a state administrative user, we are currently automatically copied on every single alert that goes out in VVHS. So you don't need to do that. But if you have a staff member that perhaps is working on scheduling, and you want to make sure that they know that this alert did go out to the volunteers, you can copy them on it. So I'm going to hit next to continue. And here we would just go about entering in our email subject, call to action, and email messaging. One of the things I want you to remember is when you do the email subject here, I've written test, but a good email subject is going to tell us vaccinators are needed. Say it's April 10th, the location of Macy's department store, AM and PM shifts available. Literally all of those things in the email subject is a shorthand to let the volunteers know what the alert is about. So that is covering making selections for alert recipients.